There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Meet Sophia, a young woman who's about to be tried and convicted by the state. Her bewildered condition is due to the fact that she is unsure of her crimes and unsure of her accusers. You see, until now, Miss Ark had lived a life of ease, a relatively carefree existence free from concerns of justice, inequality, or due process of law. The abuses of power that governments in other countries practice on a daily basis were of no concern to her, and neither were the systematic denial of human rights. Those are faraway problems for other people to worry about. Miss Ark felt safe and protected in a bubble of presumed safety and security. That bubble has just burst and plunged her into a nightmare from which she cannot awaken, a nightmare you are about to witness in the Twilight Zone.
Hello? Can someone please tell me why I'm here? I haven't done anything to deserve this.
Miss Ark, you've caused some problems, haven't you? Do you know why you're here?
No, I've done nothing wrong.
Well, according to our witnesses and the evidence compiled against you, you most certainly have. You're being charged with acts of treason and terrorism.
Do I get a lawyer? Don't I have the right to an attorney?
I see you still cling to these ideas that you have rights. You're very entitled, young woman. We can provide a member of the government to assist in your defense.
On second thought, what for? From what I've seen, they'd be on your side anyway. They'll help me incriminate myself. They'll write a false confession or put my forged signature on something.
Miss Ark, if I were you, I'd shut my mouth, considering your current position. How do you plead?
Innocent of all charges, Your Honor.
Prosecutor, bring the witness out.
What witness?
The government would like to bring Paulina Jones to the stand.
Paulina? How could you? I thought we were friends.
You're a criminal, Sophie. I had to turn you in.
Miss Jones, please describe for the court your relationship with the defendant.
I was her camera operator for the last 3 years.
And tell the court what you told us during your deposition about the natures of the broadcast.
Sophie looked for stories of human tragedy and government corruption. She said that these stories were the ones that people wanted to hear. Stories about all the things that are just wrong. Stories that made people wonder why there wasn't enough justice in the world.
I brought stories to the people about injustice and—
Quiet, Miss Ark. You will have your turn on the stand. Please continue, prosecutor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, did Miss Ark ever give permission to broadcast those stories?
No, sir.
And did you ever tell her that this was required?
Yes, sir.
What? We never asked permission because we're allowed to broadcast whatever we want. It's called freedom of the press, and it's
Enough,
very—
Miss Ark.
And what did Miss Ark say when you told her she needed to give permission to broadcast those stories?
She said that the people have a right to know the truth. She said that corruption and injustices needed to be held up to the light of day.
I said that?
And what else?
Sophie said she wanted to change things, shake things up. She said that she wanted to hold those in power accountable for their actions.
Accountable? In what way?
Sophie said that when a government doesn't have its people's best interests in mind, that it is the right of the people to change their government.
I've heard enough. Prosecutor, you may dismiss the witness.
Thank you for your witness time, Miss Jones. Just over here. We all heard the evidence and charged it against you, Miss Ark. You're being found guilty of acts of treason against the government, spreading unapproved information amongst the masses. What do you have to say for yourself?
I would like to quote something. I learned it in school and I was forced to memorize it, and only recently realized what it really meant.
Ah, is this from one of my country-approved textbooks?
I seriously doubt it's in any of your textbooks since you people claim to have never heard of America. It goes like this. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They're endowed by their creators with certain unalienable rights. That among these lie life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Those are some inspiring words. Inspiring and dangerous.
Dangerous for people like you.
And what you said is preposterous. You say that people can overthrow their governments whenever they want. That's a recipe for anarchy.
It's a recipe for freedom, justice, and equality.
You're a stubborn girl, aren't you? Do you still fail to realize that you can't win? You committed a great crime against this country and your people. How can you continue to defy us?
How can you say I committed a crime against my people? If anyone has, it's you. You won't allow your people to learn about injustices. You're all nothing but cowards. You won't even allow the public to be present at this trial. You've done nothing but hide behind the fear you've created.
How dare you speak out against the government that way? We take great care of our people, and we're not gonna let some petty criminal like you tell us otherwise.
I have the right, and everyone else does, as a human being, to have a voice.
What rights? You've never had these rights. We withhold to protect our people. It's people like you that risk our entire society, our way of life. You have committed a great crime, and you must be punished for this crime.
Really? Well, how do you deliver to choose that punishment? Would it be execution, torture, just gonna lock me up in jail forever?
On the contrary, Miss Lark, I think we have a better solution: silence you. Never again shall your treacherous words be uttered. Never again shall your dangerous ideas be heard. Never again shall the people of this country be poisoned by your foul and contemptible thoughts. I order your mouth to be sewn shut.
What?
God.
No! You can't do this to me! You can't do that! Let go of me! No! Wait!
Curious and brutal sentence for what would seem to be a harmless crime. Free expression is a right we often take for granted, and speaking truth to power seems as natural to us as breathing. But next time you voice your opinion or criticize the powers that be, consider the case of Miss Sophia, a woman that eventually realized what value her words had and the price she had to pay for them in the Twilight Zone.